Hello, this is Angi Burns, the owner and publisher of the Burns Team City Lifestyle, and welcome to City Lifestyle with Angi Burns. We love to celebrate the best-in-class businesses, the organizations making a difference in our community, and the individuals who are making an impact on our residents here in our area. Hello and welcome back to City Lifestyle with Angi Burns. I am your host, Angi Burns, the publisher of Rockwall City Lifestyle magazine, and I am here today with my guest, Mr. Bobby Gladu, who is the owner of the Texas Artisan Group, which houses artisan granite, artisan masonry,
and stucco.
And artisan stucco. So we're going to learn a little bit about all those fun things today. So thank you, Bobby, for joining us. I appreciate you being here.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
It.
You crossed the bridge, which I'm very impressed by, because those of you who are familiar with Rockwall know that people in Rockwall do not cross the bridge, and our office is in Allen. So I know it took a lot.
After 3 o'clock, yes. It definitely
on your way back, you may be regretting this, but I appreciate you coming all the way out here to talk to us today.
Not a problem. Do for you anything.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you. So tell us a little bit about you and how you got into artisan, granite, masonry, all of the things.
Yes, ma'am. Well, my stepfather was a masonry had a little small masonry business in Highland Park, so we did large residential area. And I was running his crews for a while. Then I went on my own, started with wheelbarrow and a shovel, started doing brick mailboxes. And then I started doing remodeling in Highland Park, in Park Cities area. Then we started doing homes over there. And then I started doing small commercial. And today we do large commercial projects. We do mostly brick, block, and stone on schools, police and fire stations, big box grocery stores, things like that. And then a few years into that, I always loved restoration work. I love watching the Europe and all the old masonry buildings and limestone. So I got the assets of a granite company. So I started this granite company, and we started doing granite and limestone. And today we moved, and I was in Garland. Mm-hmm. We had an office in Garland for 12 years. And then we moved to Royce City. We're in Rockwall County. And we've got a high production granite facility.
Beautiful showroom.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. That bar will be in my house one day. That is in your showroom. That's my goal in life, is to be able to have that bar in my house.
Well, thank you. I really try to do everything we do upscale. I'm very proud of what we do. I think granite is kind of the sexy thing of what we do, and so people really like that part. But I try to state of the art what we have. I really feel like, because we do so much commercial work also, the residential side with the granite, it has all the extra insurance and things that comes with that. I feel like we can also give a better price point for all of our residential granite customers as well because of that.
So when people think about granite, they typically will think about countertops.
Yes.
That's the thing that I think about whenever I think about granite. But whenever I went into your showroom, I realized that granite is more than countertops. And so tell us a couple of the other little things that you can do, or big things, that you can do with granite that people may not realize is an option.
So we do a lot of showers, the walls in the showers and bathrooms. We've done a big area where the whole floor was granite slabs.
Wow.
In a big showroom one time. We wrap fireplaces. Mm-hmm. We can do the hearth also with granite. So any kind of veneer, we can do that. A lot of waterfall edges in the islands and the kitchens too. So there's veneer and mostly countertops, and we do outdoor kitchens as well.
Yes, outdoor kitchens are huge right now, going into the summer.
Yes.
So if you're doing a project with an outdoor kitchen, when do you need to start that project?
So one thing I want to talk to people about with outdoor kitchens, quartz is very popular right now.
Right.
Quartz is a man-made product. It's a very nice looking product now. They've done a really good job making it look more natural. The only problem, and this also comes out of the food and medical industry, because it doesn't take in bacteria. Mm-hmm. But now it's gone into the residential side. The great part about it is you can spill wine on it, citrus, and wipe it off.
Yeah, why'd you look at me when you said you can spill wine on it?
Just,
Like that's something I do often?
No. But a lot of people want to be able to entertain and not worry about, I got to wipe that wine off real quick and stuff because it's going to stain it on the natural granite. But quartz doesn't do that. You can wipe it off the next day. The only problem with quartz is you can't use it outside.
Oh.
So with our Texas heat and the sun, and you got a lot of resin inside the material, it'll buckle and fade. So on outdoor kitchens, we don't use it outside. We just use regular granite, marble, and quartz for outside. Quartzite.
Okay.
So that's something to know if public.
And do you do
that.
the whole project of an outdoor kitchen, or do you work with other people to do some of the other aspects, or how does that work?
We can typically do quite a bit of the outdoor kitchen, but we use other subs also, like a lot of other companies do, because we can do the concrete, we can do all the brick and the stone veneer, the concrete block that holds everything up in the background. We can do all that, and of course all the granite and stuff. So we can do a lot of stuff to do with that, but we also hire carpenters and the landscape people as well too.
And does your team do the design of a indoor or outdoor kitchen? Because I know you've got some really cool kind of 3D model things I've seen in the office. So how does that process work?
So typically there's a designer that does the drawings. So there's an architect or interior designer that sets that up for them. So we can do input a little bit sometimes, but typically somebody else is doing the drawing. On the granite side, we can get your material, your slab, take a photograph of it, go to your kitchen or outdoor kitchen, and then we do a digital template of that area and get those digital templates and put it on your granite that you selected on the computer that we take a photograph.
So they can see what it looks like with the granite you selected.
And then you can move that piece anywhere on the granite you want, cut it off and lay it all out. So you see all the veining and all the seams. You see exactly what you're going to get before we even cut your slab.
Oh, wow.
So it's really state of the art.
Yeah. And do you cut the slabs and everything right there in your shop?
We are a turnkey facility. So you start with us and finish with us. Obviously, you're not paying for a middleman. So I feel like we got a really good value. Kat is our granite sales lady.
That's amazing.
She is amazing. And so she will hold your hand all the way through the process. You'll love it. You'll really like what we produce for you. You'll have input on that as well. And I was going to say a little bit about our masonry side. All the jobs we bid on our masonry side, we do a 3D model of it too.
Right.
So we get the floor plans out there and we build the structure right on the plan. So when we send you a proposal, we'll send you basically what the structure is going to look like as well.
And do you have to have a large job to call you for masonry, or can it be somebody ran over my mailbox?
Well, like I said, I started with mailboxes. But what I try to do, especially on the customers, we've got a list of customers on the commercial side. So if you're a customer, whether we're building you a high school or brick mailbox, either one will do it for you. One other thing I like about that we connect our granite and our masonry side together. Let's say Kat's over your house doing the granite, and you've got an unsightly crack in your brickwork.
Yeah.
And it's white mortar or gray mortar, whatever color. Our guys are so good that we can cut the mortar out, put the right color mortar in there, so that whole crack will go away. Yeah. You won't even be able to see it. So anything that's got to do with masonry on outside your house, whether, like you said, a mailbox, your garden area, your flower bed, the brick on your home or the stone on your home, we can fix all the things. We also got really good floor guys and tile guys that can come in and fix those things in your home too. So while Kat's there, take advantage of her.
Yeah, if there's anything else you want to point out to her, let her look at it while they're there.
She can definitely take care of you for sure.
Yeah, I love that. So if you're looking at, let's say, your flower beds, so how long do those typically last? Because I know I see a lot of those cracked and crumbling and falling apart in neighborhoods now. And I'm like, man, why don't they just get that fixed? Or why'd they put it in there in the first place? So when you're building a house and they're like, we can put in these big, brick or stone things around the trees, what's the longevity on those?
Typically, a lot of things we can do, especially if you're doing repairs, a couple of days, we can knock it out typically. Yeah. The first thing, I think we at the beginning, if we're doing a match existing, we want to make sure the color's right. So we might do a few colors first, It's going to take a couple of days for the mortar to dry. Then we do a masonry cleaner on there, so you get all the film off the brick or the stone.
Yeah.
And see what the finished product is going to look like before we go on to doing it too.
So if you've owned your house for 10, 15 years, should you have somebody come out and look at it to see if a repair is needed on those?
Cat will do that with them.
Yeah.
But if they want us to do that, then like I said, we can match any car. I don't care how old it is. I'll give you a quick example. There's an old historic hotel in downtown Fort Worth. And I knew it was like 100 years old or something. And we had to do these brick columns right by the entrance when you pull in. And so we had to match the building. So we found the old brick. The architect had picked a different brick, but I found a perfect match for the brick. And then I had to get a really gritty sand, because back then the sand was more gritty. So I built the mock-up. We always do mock-ups before we build anything. I put it right in front of the building. And we washed it down, cleaned it up. I told the architect to go look at it, make sure he likes it before we started the project. And he calls me. He goes, I'm standing right in front of the front door of the hotel, and I don't see it. I said, it's right to the right of the door. You can't miss it. He goes, I'm telling you, I'm standing here. It's not there. I said, crap, somebody would have picked it up and stolen it?
That's awfully heavy. Yeah.
And he goes, wait a second. He goes, no, I see it. It blended so well.
Blended in, yeah.
He didn't even know it was there.
Yeah.
So that's what we try to do. That's a good thing. I like to hear that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. That's a great story. So let's dive in a little bit and talk about who is Bobby Gladu.
Uh-oh. We got enough time for that?
I know. We're not going to go that deep. But tell us a little bit about you, because you are known in the community as a servant leader in the community. And people will come to you and turn to you when they need help. I know you do a lot with the dive teams and Heel Corp and the Blue Tie guys. There's so many different organizations that you serve. Where did that servant leadership come from?
I've always loved people. And the Bible says to love your neighbor as yourself. So I feel like giving back is something we should all do. And we all have different gifts. And so one thing that I got pulled aside early on when I came to Rockwall by Patricia at the CAC. And so she made me, I think I'm one of the first blue tie guys. And we're ambassadors for the children of Rockwall. And I love helping and putting on things for them and supporting them in every way and giving a voice to those that don't have one. And so I'm very supportive of the CAC. And then I was involved with CERT, the Community Emergency Response Team in Rockwall. And I was talking to the president, and I'm like, what do y'all do if somebody's in the water, gone? Because I've been diving since I was 13. So we don't have no one. So I started a dive team. And then a couple of years in, they've been training and stuff. And Heel Corp, I was looking for a drone operator. Yeah. And Heel Corp's down the street from me. I never heard of them before. And they've got the drones, the boats, the equine, the canine units. They wanted a dive team.
I'm really surprised that the lake didn't have a dive team.
Yes.
Being a community that is on a lakeside community like Rockwall, didn't have a dive team.
Exactly. So we got together. It's been a beautiful marriage, and looking for missing people in the water.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that autistic kids gravitate towards water as well.
Yes.
So, but like a matter of fact, this last Thursday, I'm trying to get more people to join our team for our dive team. And so we had a training assessment on Thursday at the Rockwall Aquatic Center. They graciously allowed me to come over there and train over there. So we even got some Dallas police divers that do that for a living that also joined our team as well.
So it's all volunteer based with your dive team and the Heel Corp.
Yes, it's a nonprofit, and these people really have servants' hearts. I mean, we don't do egos and we don't do drama. That's the big thing we don't do. But we had a big training on Thursday, and then Friday and Saturday, I was down with our dive team and with the drones and all the canines looking for a person that's been murdered down in Rusk, Texas.
Oof, goodness.
And so seeing everybody working together, looking for the cause to help this family, it's a beautiful thing. Heel Corp does a lot of great work. And for like you said, having us in a community, a lakeside community like Rockwall, I think is very important. Obviously, it takes a lot of money to do this.
Right.
But we've had a lot of support from the community, and I really appreciate it. In fact, Russo, who's the judge over here, he asked me early on, before I even joined Hillcore, about the deaths in the lake and injuries and stuff. So I got with Cook's Children's Hospital, and we built these life jacket loan stations.
I was about to have you elaborate a little bit more on that. So you are the catalyst behind having these amazing life jacket stations now along the lake. So tell us a little bit more about how that came to be.
So Cook's Children's and I think it's Lindbeck is a construction company, have joined together, and they're doing these life jacket stations. So they give you all the parts, and we got to put it together. So I knew Rockwall is a very nice community, affluent community, so I wanted to build something nice for them. So we built these, they're like 8 foot by 8 foot structures with stained wood posts, really pretty metal roofs on them. And then the one size English, one size Spanish. There's 6 different sizes, so little kids and adults can have one. So the reason we did is because there's so many boats, and let's say your kid wants to bring his friends, and you don't have enough life jackets, now you can grab one.
Yeah.
So we did one at the harbor, also one at the 66 boat ramp. And the really cool thing was the day after we installed them, I had people call me saying little kids were putting them back on there. So they were using them the next day. And we're making a difference. We're saving lives.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Well, thank you so much for all that you do for Rockwall County and beyond, and not just in your work, but in the servantship that you show and everything that you do, because you are truly saving lives and making a difference.
I really feel like it is making a difference, and it's going to for sure save. And City of Heath now wants one over there at Terry Park.
Well, of course, Heath wants everything that Rockwall has.
Heath is going to get one now.
They're going to get it.
They're going to get it, yes.
If they want it, they get it. Yes. That's for sure.
So Terry Park would be, so this year, hopefully before summer starts, Terry Park will have one over there.
Okay. Well, that's fantastic. So tell us what's on the horizon now you just changed the name of, it was Artisan Masonry and Granite. Now it is the Texas Artisan Group, because you're expanding into stucco.
Correct.
And that's a new avenue for you guys. So tell us a little bit about what the next couple of years look like for you.
So I've always thought stucco was cheating on masonry for some reason. I don't know why. I wanted to be faithful to the masonry side, but we've got some great people in our office that do a lot of stucco work, that know a lot of stucco. So they've been nudging me that way. Right. And so we decided we're going to separate the granite division, and we're going to put a masonry and stucco division. And then Texas Artisan Group will be the parent company of these. Right. So all the assets would be in Texas Artisan Group, and then we'll fill in to support these divisions of Artisan, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm very excited to see everything that you do there. I know your team is wonderful and so great to work with. So if somebody wants to give you a call to get something looked at their home or their business, what is the best way to reach out to you guys?
You can call our number, 972-272-7200, to get the office. We've got several numbers besides that, but that's our main number. We're at 2501 Circle Drive in Royce City.
Yes, right. If you're going down 30 and you see the big building that says Granite, that's guy.
Us. And the big blue letters, you can say Granite, light up at night, so you can't miss us.
Yes.
Coming down from Fay to Rockwall, or you're coming from Greenville, either way you can see it. We've been there since 2012, I think it is.
Wow.
We've got an 80-foot wireless remote control crane. All of our granite is indoors, very well lit, carpet down. Cat will give you a tour of the facility. We have a water jet. I really think you'll like visiting us and seeing what we do for you over there as well.
Yeah. Come say hi. Bobby will take you to lunch.
Definitely.
All right. Well, thank you for being here with us today. I appreciate it.
Can I say one more thing?
You can. Absolutely.
So May 9th, everybody needs to write on their calendars, May 9th.
Okay. May 9th.
We have our first gala for the Hillcore team.
Fantastic.
So all of our search and recovery people are going to be there. We got people from all around the United States coming. We might even have some people from Poland, Ukraine coming.
Wow.
We've got Billy Joe Jones is going to be our entertainer of there. We got Eddie Dean's food. He's catering it. And we're doing it at Tate Farms in Rockwall.
Oh, Tate Farms is beautiful.
It is.
That sounds like it's going to be an amazing time.
It's going to be beautiful.
Reach out to Bobby for more information on the Heel Corp Gala or to have them come out and look at your house or your business. And we will see you soon.
Definitely.
All right. Thank you so much.
One last thing.
Okay.
If your kitchen's looking dungy, kind of like your husband a little bit, give us a call. Don't take us for granted, and let us rock your world.
Love it. Thank you.
If you are looking for the best place to market your business to our local community, we are a nationwide brand, so we have over 200 publications across the nation, and we really do value high editorial integrity, beautiful photography, and making sure that your story is told in a respectable and beautiful way. So if you would like to learn more about how to become an advertising partner of City Lifestyle Publications, feel free to reach out to us because we are your ticket in the door to get you face-to-face with your next client.